Hi, it's Barry. Welcome back to my channel. Today I've got the cloth and paper, Penspiration, and stationery subscription boxes to show you in detail. So some of you probably have seen the sneak that I had of some of these items. I'm going to link it up here in case you missed it because I had some real detail that might be helpful to you. Starting out, we've got the Time Block notebook. It's got a really fantastic cover that has that matte velvety type feel to it, and it's in a fairly large spiral. This actually has 2 years worth of weeklies, and it is very large. One thing that you will notice is the paper is not the bright white. It's kind of an off-white shade, and it is perforated so that you can pull pages out. All the pages are the same. You've got a weekly schedule. You've got an area for some tasks, and then you've got your time blocks. And obviously you could just use a pen there, but the nice thing about this is that you get these stickers. And the stickers are different time blocks that you can use, and they fit in there perfectly. We've got 4 different sheets. We've got Ash, we've got Fawn, Mykonos, and Lagoon. Ashley did mention that they will be coming out in additional colors, so you'll be able to get additional stickers to work on this through the year. So this in itself was probably worth the price of the subscription box. Many people are very happy about this, people who like to time block and like to see their schedule this way. I thought I would respond to a couple of the questions that I've seen online where people are saying they don't time block and what are they supposed to do with the notebook. So of course, I'll give you a hack. So we've got the front cover of the notebook and we've got the back cover. Has nothing on it, completely plain, same beautiful cover. So if you don't time block, you could use your notebook this way. You can see through sort of a grid. You can't see it through completely, but it's kind of a guide. And I know for me, I personally do not time block. So how I will use this is not this way, but this way. I like to lay out certain projects where I can write in different areas. So the pad that I have been using to use a layout similar to this is the engineering pad. But as you can see, this is much bigger than that. So this has a real advantage in terms of size. It's 10.5 wide and it's 9 this way. However, when you separate it from the perforation, it's 8.5 inches. So it would work perfectly to be punched on this side and put into a half-letter notebook. And that's true if you use it for time block, and that's true if you use it on this side of the page. Depending on what size you get, you're going to get the inserts, which are mind mapping this month. And these, you're going to see on my items that I've got this in half letter, but I'll show you something else in a smaller size. I do get more than one box. So the mind mapping, you have many sheets, and on the mind mapping, you get many sheets. They're all the same. You've got a circle and dot grid, so you can map out whatever you want. I also like this for project planning. On the back side of the page, you can see here, you've got a summary and research for notes. I think that this is going to be a very good general purpose insert. So in terms of the journal cards, we've got the monthly, which when folded down, a little bit of glue is a great addition to your desk. 2 new journal cards, one on black, one on off-white, and they look very useful. So this month I switched up the size of my box. I normally get a mini HP with my half letter, but I switched to CP Petite so I could start accumulating some items in that size. And here's what the dashboards look like. You've got one on vellum, and then you've got a dark one, which is really nice because it is double-sided and not just white on the other side. I love the double-sided ones to have as the last page in my planner so that when you're closing it all the way to be able to use whatever's on the right-hand side, you see something like that. These look great layered. My absolute favorite thing in this box is the little pad. This is what a blank page would look like. And then you can see one where I filled it in. I just used a dot marker to get it organized. There is an area where you can check things off on the right. So the Penspiration box this month, we've got, of course, our normal Penspiration board. We've got a nice journal card, tall journal card. I really enjoy these. Of course, we have the monthly card. We did get a nice sticky note, and that is Time Block in Aspen. So I know many people who will be very thrilled to have this. So let's talk about the pens. The first one is the Cosi, and it is a 0.5. I love the fact that it is in a very, very pale olive color, and it is extremely comfortable and very smooth writing. And you can see that here. Next up, we have the Shans, and this is a 0.5, very smooth grip, very attractive with the silver clip. And this also is very smooth writing and very comfortable. And you can see that right there. Now the next two are called Very Perry. And looking at something like this, it's something I would have used maybe 5 or 6 years ago, but doesn't really go with my vibe. So I was not very excited about it. And I was thinking, oh, it's gonna have purple ink, but no, it's a 0.5 black ink. It was extremely comfortable to write with, and overall, my fave in the package because I really enjoyed writing with it. So this is called the Half Sugar Highlighter, and it's in a very pale color, and I tried to give you some ideas there. Kind of a standard highlighter. The Very Perry, which is the Shans highlighter, which you can see right here, that's another story. So this is one of those highlighters that you can open this way. And when I first went to use it, it didn't write well and had an issue. And then I realized it was one of those highlighters where you have to do something to it to get it to work. And what you have to do is kind of press down on the paper about 5 times. And this will move a little bit, and then that lubricates it, and then you get the perfect, very smooth line. I think this would be very dark for highlighting, but would be great for separating areas on a page. I'm very curious to know what your opinion was of the box. Did you get yours yet? And what was your favorite thing? Leave me a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for another video coming later today with lots of solutions to your CP Petite questions. See you next time around.